Think about life. It begins with birth. You move from infant to toddler, then from toddler to teenager. Now, does a teenager operate the same way as a toddler? Of course not. If you give a teenager the car keys and tell them, drive 50 miles an hour, what will they do? Most likely push it to the max. That's exactly what happens to entrepreneurs when they reach that stage. If you don't understand the seasons of life and business, you'll do the right thing at the wrong time. And when you plant in winter, no matter how much you believe, how hard you work, nothing will grow. Timing matters. Every industry has its own timing. Every company does too. Many of you are in that tough stage, the founder's trap. You started your own business, and for that, I respect you deeply. Only a tiny percentage of people take that risk, and you employ the rest. But if you're stuck doing everything yourself, micromanaging, criticizing others because they don't do it like you do, you'll burn out. And worse, you'll never grow. The only way out is to develop people. Success in business and life always comes down to one thing: good judgment. But how do you get good judgment? From experience. And where does experience come from? Bad judgment. That means mistakes are part of the game. You have to let others fail and still support them. If you refuse mistakes, you've already lost. Here's the truth. Business is patterns. If you can learn patterns faster than others, you'll win. And the first rule of engagement: energy. Without energy, you can forget it. Engagement equals profit. The more engaged your team is, the more profitable you'll be. Now, let me give you 3 ways to grow any business. 1. Know your ideal customer. Who will stay with you no matter what, even when the economy crashes? Who loves your product so much they tell everyone else? 2. Create an irresistible offer. One so good people feel stupid saying no. If you have it, you win. 3. Overdeliver. Do more than you promised. When you combine that with an irresistible offer that touches your customers' deepest desires and fears, you build a company people love. Life itself is a dance between desire and fear. If I know what you want most and what you fear most, I can serve you better than anyone else. And if you want to expand your life, expand your desires, and shrink your fears, your world gets bigger. But here's the catch. Most entrepreneurs focus only on what they're good at. That's dangerous. For example, many don't care about accounting. But if you ignore it, you put your entire destiny in someone else's hands. You need to understand every part of your business, even the boring ones. The game of business, is like being a gladiator. The odds are against you. More than 50% of businesses fail in their first year. But a true gladiator says, it doesn't matter. Others may fall, but not me. That's the mindset. You find the way or make the way. Why? Because business is the ultimate spiritual game. The only way to get wealthy is to keep doing more for others than anyone else, again and again. That's how you build a brand. When people would rather crawl to a 7-Eleven fridge to grab a Coke than buy the brand next to it. That's domination. And you only get there by falling in love with your clients, not just your product. Products change, services evolve, but if you build raving fans, they'll stick with you even when you stumble. Just like people stayed with Apple when they were almost dead, because Apple had earned their loyalty. At the core, business comes down to 2 forces: innovation and marketing. Innovation is finding a better way to serve people. Faster, cheaper, higher quality, or even more premium to make them feel special. Marketing is making people want to do business with you. Not just notice you, but seek you out. Do both and you can dominate. Yes, marketing today is everywhere. 15 years ago, you needed 4 exposures to spark a purchase. Today, 16. People scroll past banners without seeing them. It's harder to break through. But if you do break through, the game is yours. Because at the end of the day, business is about energy, patterns, innovation, marketing, and above all, serving people better than anyone else.